Hi guys. Right, I'm just gonna basically I've been doing a lot of updating on my railway, and I thought I'd just do a quick video just to show you what little bits I've been doing. Really, nothing interesting. Right. First of all, this is the fiddle yard where I fiddle around and do stuff. That's my latest addition. This Pullman carriage, which I put behind that. That's auto coach. Yeah, just obviously got an old Engage railway board that I'm recycling. Engage just got on my titties, fucking derail, so I fucked it off and got back to 00. Yeah, added some more foliage here. Basically, I was just rummaging through my box and just finding any old shit. I've got these new telephone poles. There. These are the original ones that run outside the track. Found a few old wagons that I've just banged here. I never use this line. I only use this little bit for shunting the steam engine around to push the carriages back. So yeah, I've put random crap on the wagons. I've added a bit of foliage here to show that it's, the wagon's not really moved for ages. Bit there, and bits of old oh, baby's just having a pissy fit. Bits of old Hornby bridge, just put in the wagons. Bit of old, crossover gates, and again there, here, just bang them on there. Got loads of these little things on my old board. Yellow, green, white and blue. So I've literally just banged them all on to look really old. Really old. Yes, Bubble. Yeah? I'm doing a video. You come in or are you staying? I'm just doing a video. Yeah. Right, my station only originally had 2 straights. But I found another one, so I got rid of the slope, banged another one here. Obviously found these, pair of these. I found a pair of them, so I just banged them in there. Obviously my coal bunker's in there. Now this was very awkward to do. It was just, I had to cut it to the right length. These are wooden kit that you make up yourself, but these are actually Engage. And they just fit nicely with the country station and these. There's just a nice gap where it sort of just fits. I know it looks a bit wonky, but it was a bloody nightmare to get it in. I had a spare green one of these, so I sort of like glued it in place. I know it looks a bit wonky, but it is actually holding it up in place. What else have I done? Obviously, I've got a load more of the, little odds and sods really. Like I've got another one of them, bit of gate. Just basically fine detailing it really, and just basically it shows you just how much, like these little bits of grass here, different colours of bits of grass. Just shows you just a little bit of pack like that. Shows you just how much more detail it gives by just adding a bit of moss in that. Obviously I've like dotted it all the way around. Obviously the shunt is used to push these carriages back when the steam engine does its little journey. Yeah, so loads of little moss. Found an old track cleaning car which I've glued in place basically as a buffer. Obviously added little bits on the roof to make it look all shitty. As you can see, I've banged a load more people in various places. There again, a bit of moss green, and you can't really see it much. Just basically an overgrown, weedy lawn. My road, which I'm slowly doing, and all the pavements and walkways. I was in a bit of rush really, and I couldn't go out. I couldn't be bothered to go out and buy a little pot of paint, so I've robbed one of them Sharpie pens. Basically, do 2 coats of the Sharpie pen, then obviously rob another Sharpie pen of white lines, and then add all my white lines in here. Which is another cool thing that I used to do on my old model railway. Is when I got the very fine patience, is from the houses, 1, 2, 3, the farm building, the shed, signal box, I get very thin cotton wool wire, and I actually like thread the cotton wool from pylon to pylon, and then obviously, you know, to the houses, which that would take quite a long time. I've done it before and it was a right pain in the dick. You have to, like, obviously around these little nipples here, you have to gently twist it around, make a knot. Then I add a little fine droplet of glue so it stays. Hi baby! Again, obviously little bits of like these bits of that. I've had to glue this down because, as you can see, baby tends to fucking rip half of my wagons off. Yeah, that's basically about it for my upload. The thing that I will do one day is when I can be really bothered. It's like here, I've ballasted actually in between the sleepers. Obviously I will do that, but just done it for round now. I don't know why like Hornby do black plastic as sleepers, because, you know, the old sleepers are wooden, so they should have been brown. I know like the new concrete track, they are the concrete colour. But yeah, obviously, yeah, I found a few cars that I've banged in as well. So my next project will be actually physically wiring up the telephone poles so the actual wires seem to look like they're going somewhere. Obviously finish my road and just get rid of all the bloody wooden bit. What have you thieved?
On the window. No, don't let him drop that.
Oh, I'm
on my phone.
Naughty baby. Right. Daddy's going to have a little run round of his trains without you interfering. Yes, you're naughty baby. Yeah. Take it away. Take it away. Just think this would be yours one day, Bubble, and then Daddy can build a bigger and better one. Right. That's enough of me.
When you're an old man and you've got a garage and you can.
Yeah, I'm an old man. Right, let's I'm not gonna have the DMU out. Which is pretty awesome with this new Hornby point. Is when you flick the points, it will still run. I'll just demonstrate. What are you doing? Take baby away. Bye. Din-dins. Din-dins. No, neglecting his child. So my little steamer train will run around here, like so. I've just got to make sure I stop it there. I think that's a bit too far. And what I do now is, I haven't got an uncut pillar, so I've got to do it by fingers. Alright, okie dokie. Then the train will run round to the end, like so. Flick this. Flick that. Right. Now in theory, I've just flicked that point. With the old Hornby clips, there wouldn't be any current going to the train because obviously it's not like now the power's going, now the power's off. But because of these new clips, there's power on either side, which is awesome. Excuse me, I'm just sort baby out. So now what we do is let Mr. Oh God, this has been a right funny thing lately. Excuse me. Right. Not really at the ideal. So now my little shunter will push your back into the station. Right, that's it. Shunter's done his job. That's all basically the bloody shunter does. Got a piece of track there, so the train will stop. Because obviously I can't put a buffer there, because if I put a buffer there, the train would stop further back, and therefore the train won't go around its curve. Oh, not you again. So yeah, there we go. Piece of track there. No, leave it alone, Daniel. I just had to stop it then because baby sort of decided to grab my shunter. Right, now the train. There we go. Flick this. There we go. We're all ready for the return journey. So obviously I got another wagon, I got another carriage there, but I've turned it into a shitty old thing. I might get a pen and like put some graffiti on it. Steam engine there does come out for a while. Obviously my goods wagons, actually I do have my goods little set there, which I do bang into there. That's my Hornby Network Southeast, which I bring out. Oh, hang on, I've just pushed that. I haven't actually bloody changed the point. So there we go. That's right, now we'll have the DMU out to come and play. Not a little bad train this from Bachmann. Just be able to squeeze 2 carriages in. I did have wagons go into the bay platform, that's why if you can see there I've like wired it up. But I don't even bother with that anymore, so. So that is that one. Now I've got the Hornby auto coach, which I usually just have on its own, or when I buy another auto coach I usually just have the steam engine in the auto coach, but I've added the Pullman car as a special. It's not a bad little first class brake van. One of the old, this is one of the old series. I know that you can buy these latest Pullman carriages at a ridiculous price. You know, some of them are like 45, 50 quid. And obviously, yeah, they have like all like working lights in them. Just noticed that's buggered. Oh fuck it, I'll fix it later. Yeah, but I've had a few of them and they are fancy. But so yeah, it's not a bad little layout. I know there's like you know, this is all like detailed and stuff, but by laying the track to what I want it to be, putting the station and the buildings in, and a bit of scenery. You know, it's fucking half a day job, literally. The man hours I've probably spent on this. Well, the backboard was a bit of a pain in the dick because I've had to literally cut it. This is all like baseboard behind it. Not here though. I've run out of board, so I need to get a bit of board behind there really, because it looks a bit wrinkly and shit. Obviously here's baseboard as well, which I had to like cut it out. But yeah, this model railway is fucking nothing compared to the ones I've built. Literally, I've had a model railway which was a foot wider, and probably 3 lengths of them, highly detailed. But obviously, because of Daniel, I've had to shrink it. Right, bang you in. I should now get the little freight train out. Right, this is my small little goods. I have to definitely clean the track and clean the wheels, because train, I've got bloody M's hair all over my bloody railway. So yeah, this basically just comes down here. What I do sometimes tend to do, hang on, how do I do this? Because I have to get the brake van on the other side and push the wagons in the shed. There's a sequence how I do it, but I can't remember. I would just let the shunter take it out, but I haven't got any clips for the shunter to hook onto. I think the only other way I can do it is to unhook the train, come round, come here, unhook that to there. Oh, I'm not going to bother with that. Fuck it. I'm not going to bother shunting around and unhooking the goods van. I'm just going to bang it in. So yeah, good little goods train slides up in there. There we go. That's him done. I would like shunt around with the brake van, but it's like 10 more minutes on the bloody phone. So there we are. That's my wagons in there. Take him out, and then pop him back. Right, now for the we have the Network Southeast 4 VEP class 423/1. Right, here it is. Obviously, it's just poking out the tunnel because I haven't got enough bloody room. Obviously, when I had a bigger set, it wasn't a problem. Right. Right, just park it here slowly. Right. Right, with this, the front lights and rear lights do work. Well, they did work. And all my carriage lights did work. But they somehow have burnt out or whatever. So, I don't know. Well... when buying this, I would recommend at the end of your carriages, you know, the 4 set here in the reverse, you get little clips that can join onto another 4. I highly recommend you get rid of those clips, because every turn and every point, the front bogie derailed, came off, slid off, and it was a right pain in the dick. So all my carriage lights did work. Obviously you can see it's a big long train that can... There we go, and that's... Right, if you notice, I've got a load of double O people and glued them inside. I don't know if you can actually see there. Oh God, it's probably whinging. You can see there, I don't know if you can see him, but yeah. All throughout the carriages there's people that I've glued in the train. See him there? You can all see him glued in. Glued in. Yeah, all glued in. Well, so obviously this train at night time in the dark, when the carriage lightings were working, it was great. But yeah, I say the only sort of one works is the front one. I used to travel on these as a kid. I used to stick my head out the window and I just have a quick slow go at it. See there, the only one that works is bloody back. That's obviously forward. As you can see, both lights are on there. It takes a bit of time to kick in though. Let's see. Yeah, seriously need to clean the track. Yeah, so that's basically a little update of my rail there. Just bring it in one more time. Let's try and have that view of it if I can. Can find the controller. Can't really go any more backwards than that. There we go. Very nice. Obviously I found a load of more like stationary parts as well to bang in my station. I should build model railways and I should build model railways for a living because I'm very artistic, you know, where places go and like towns and farms and like, yeah. Obviously, if I'd have a much bigger board, I would have had a much bigger fiddle yard. Or if I had the money, I would have a right-hand curved point and stuck it there. And I would have been able to have a few more little tiny sidings here. Maybe in the future, I don't know. I don't think. I don't know if. Oh no, yeah, of course it would because it's here. Yeah, an R605. The length of an R605 will be the same length as this curved point because obviously you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 R605s to make half a circle. I haven't added any like small curve radiuses. No, that works fine. Yeah, so when I get some pennies, I'm gonna. Yeah, tell a lie. Actually, it is different. As you can see there, that track's a different size to that one. I might get a curved point stick it there, then take this R606 out. Yeah, take the R606 out here, which is there, that length. Take that out, have the curved point, which will probably end here, and buy a bit of flexi track to attach the gap. But then is that all? Is that like... Is that worth it? No, is that really worth it just to get an extra carriage down the siding? Or I can just get a left-hand point, remove that R600 there. I can fuck that off out of the way, have a left-hand point, and then I could probably squeeze another 2 carriages down there, actually. Possibilities, possibilities. Right, I'm gonna bang this train away, harvest what I can off my old board. See, I've still got these old little bits of fluff and tiny trees that I can rob off this and stick it on that board. It's a nice little engaged layout. It's a shame it just kept pissing me off. Oh well. Alright. Go train. See, I just don't have quite a long enough fiddle yard really. But yeah. Right, now it's time to the last thing to get out is to take my freight wagons away. That train in there is a smoker. You put little droplets in its funnel, and then eventually when it goes around the track it'll puff up a load of smoke. But the hot box, for some reason, as you can see there, and you can't really bloody see it, well, you can see there. Well yeah, the hot box basically bloody melted. So yeah, that train doesn't steam anymore, which is a shame really. Right. You know, if I really had the money and the patience, all my points and all my signals would be electrified and switched up. But I know, you know, all the houses will have lights in, but I haven't got the time and money for all that. So, right, now how do I do this then? Right, think, boy, think. Right, well, that's not bloody done it properly here. I'll do it for you. I think you do it on the way out. Right. Oh, these points really need a clean. Did I leave... I think I left the wagon in there actually. Because obviously you can't have a brake van behind the engine because, well, the idea of the brake van would be pointless really because it has to go on the back. Right. I'm pretty sure I then pushed these back, uncoupled you again. Right. I'm pretty sure I got the brake van. That's it, yeah, yeah. That wasn't so difficult. There we go. Now the brake van is... The brake van is on the back of the train where it should be. Now I just want to creep it in there. Now I need to uncouple the train. So I just got to remind myself. I'll flick it at that point. Take you back. Get some water. Obviously I've got my water tower there. Water tower there, water pipe there. Right, flick at your points. Train go around its track. No need for the shunter because my 3 wagons can fit in between. Flick that point, flick this point. Move. There we go. My little local freight train is ready for depart. Wait for the clear signal from the signalman, which I might do if I get some pennies. I might buy one of the Hornby coloured light signal system. Whereas I'll get rid of this. I'll put this. I'll glue this at the tunnel entrance. No, actually, I'll glue this on the opposite side, so the trains coming from the tunnel can see the distance signal and stop. Yeah, I'll have my colour signal here, and the wires will then go underneath the track here, then obviously attach onto these little nipply bits. Obviously how that works is just two little clips basically. Yeah, undo that. Clip A goes in there, clip B goes in there. Tighten that up. All you got to do is just tighten that up like that. Have my little flicky switchy thing in this gap here, so just flick it on for red. I mean forward red, back green, and Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. Right, that's obviously that little shitty signal thing there. It's like a little shunter signal, which I should have used to back up my wagons to show that it's clear to go onto the main line, well, branch line. Right, I've got my little go signal, and my little freight train's ready for departure. Oh, I know what my little freight train wants. Back you up, back you up, back you up. Excuse me. Right. Got some ballast in there now. And off we pop. And off you go. And off you go. And then what I do, because obviously I want it to go the other way around, so I just rearrange. It's not ideal doing it one-handed.